So, welcome guys to the fall series. Today we are moving along with episode 4. Let me just make sure that we are live. What's going on with this? Why is it showing? Yep, we are live, but it is not showing me the video live. Oh, no. Let me see. Okay, so weird things are happening with the dual transmission. We'll have to deal with that. Let's go ahead and start. But I know I am live, but I have no access to chat, and that's actually what I want. So let me just go ahead and refresh this or try something else. So this is my channel. There we go. Now it is showing. There we go. So I don't know what is happening with the vertical format. It should not be like that. I was trying to do something different, but it is simply not working. So let's go ahead and move on with the games. So last time we focused on step 2, round 2. We started from, we used this list and we started from the top of the list. Right now, since round 3 has many nuke decks that have changed, we're gonna have to do it differently. We're going to ignore round 3 that was affected by the nuke bug. So let's just go ahead and use this list, but let's start from the bottom. So let's start with number 22. So that would be Sam Squash 97 is playing Word Candy. So we have no Word Candy is I think Word Candy is a Singaporean player. We're gonna have Sam Squash's point of view. This is table 28. So yeah, let's go ahead and have Sam Squash here. Choose this player, and let's go ahead also have Word Candy right here. There we go. Yeah, so both are American US players. So let's go ahead first and check Word Candy's deck. This is Artist Reserve. So our own Scout 2, you may put a card from your hand in reserve. If you do, each artist you control other enemy gains 1 boost. So we got Artist, Citizen, Artist, Plant, Deity, Artist. Aron is a spirit, and that's the characters that this can power. We have another Aron, so all are Aron. Scout 2, you may put a card from your hand in reserve. If you do, each artist you control other enemy gains 1 boost. So basically the same thing. Play from reserve. If you control 1 or more landmarks, you may send to reserve target character with cost 3 or less. So good control there. And Scout 2, each played from anywhere. All of this are played from anywhere. Each artist you control other than me gains 1 boost. You may put a card from your hand in reserve. Each artist you control other than me gains 1 boost. And yeah, this is boosting artists. And this one has the reserve ability. If I'm the only character in my expedition, resupply. There we go. That is Word Candy. Let's go ahead. He's playing with Nadir and Bubbles. The player's playing with Nadir and Bubbles. So interesting choice over there. Let's go ahead and check Sam Squash out. Okay, so let me make sure that actually the stream is, yeah, it's working fine. So Sam Squash over here, Mass Ascension. Baba Yaga, draw a card. When another known token character joins your expedition, if I control a token, I gain 1 boost. Orders Gatekeeper. When another non-token character joins your expedition, create an Orders Recruit 111 soldier token in your other expedition, the one I am not in. When played from hand, you may pay 1, so this is a cost 4. If you do, create an Orders soldier in your companion expedition. So kind of being a 41143 or a 52244. And another Gatekeeper. This one has from reserve, create an Orders Recruit 111 in your other expedition, the one she's not played on. And when played from anywhere, if you control a token, draw 2 cards. So basically, if it is a Sigismar, you're almost ensured to draw 2 cards with this Orders Gatekeeper. So let's go ahead. Since this says this is a Mind Jet, I'm not surprised. Sorry, Mass Ascension, I'm not surprised to see the Mind Jet. So let's go ahead and go to the end game. Not automatic. By the way, Ward Candy's deck is not fully optimized. As you can see, he has 46 cards. Or had 46 cards before we started. And there we go. Making sure. Yeah. Okay, so Parliament of Ashes, just a setup from Ward Candy and a double advance from Sasquatch, it seems. No, he still had 1 in order to move at least 1 expedition forward. So Sasquatch does move forward on both sides, but at least Ward Candy is able to move once. And he also sets up his own Manjet. Gets rid of the Legate. Probably a double ascension, triple ascension this time. Yeah, going to ascend the companion. Oh, going to ascend the hero expedition. Interesting. Okay, so giving ascension to the other side, and just for good measure, since it is already ascended, gains a boost. Since it is the companion expedition is ascended, he does get the double advance. So I think Word Candy should have played that on the hero side rather than the companion side, because it was not blocking. Each player needs to get rid of 1. So now Sasquatch is ahead by 3 expeditions. And considering he has Ascension, this is going to be rather complicated. Goes ahead and makes the companion side be water, the one that Sasquatch is going to try to move forward. Okay, so that was almost sure why he did it. Can he does he get enough? Yeah, so it's another double advance, even though Word Candy is able to move forward with the Nancy. Sasquatch does another double advance, so that puts him 4 expeditions ahead. Sorry, still 3 expeditions ahead, but 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 expeditions ahead, but almost there. Another double advance, and it's going to be game. There we go. So a unique at the very right time because of the forest it had. The Anansi goes ahead and fights in the companion expedition. They're fighting it all out in the companion expedition. Ascends the hero expedition for good measure. It is 1 for 1. So right now, Sasquatch is on doesn't have any cards left, so he has burned everything in order to get to the match point. But he's going to have 2 more cards now, with a very good unique now costing 2. That with the support of the other unique, I don't think I would have tried to have both cards out. And Word Candy simply does either he made a mistake and didn't meant to pass, or he was just, okay, I have no way of stopping you right now, so go ahead and just win it. And just like that, we come to the end of the match. And that's how Sasquatch takes the game. So that was game number 1. Let's go to 70. That would be Sarak G. Sarak G against Captain Cloverman. In this case, the featured player is a player that did not move through. Did not win, sorry. So let's go ahead and have Captain Cloverman. There we go. So Captain Cloverman is a German player against Sarek G, that is a US player. So let's go ahead and see here. Or this test is the name of the deck, and he's even doing a very good job with his test. So with no uniques, okay, so I'm guessing that's why it's called a test, to see what really works and what doesn't. I just want to check something out. So I don't think yeah, it may be with this one. So maybe I'm the banner may be blocking one of the cards. Yeah. So where can I move the banner? So I think I'll move the banner somewhere else, but for now let's go ahead and move on to the next deck. This is now Sakurai G's deck. So it's a deck called Defense, using Gulrang. I'm fairly sure this is not an optimized deck. Goes all the way to the Mesakit, a common and a rare. So we have the Foundry mechanic. When play from hand, if you control a token, create an Ordis recruit token in your companion expedition, always in the companion. Play from reserve. If you control one or more landmarks, create 2 Ordis 1/1 soldier token in my expedition. And when play from reserve, the reserve ability, the next expedition you play this afternoon costs 1 less. The Foundry mechanic traditional ability. We also have the Ordis Trooper. You may put a card from your hand in reserve. If you do, create 2 Ordis recruit in my expedition. Okay, so kind of ensuring that you will not be moving forward that side. And finally, a Sunisa dedicated ensign. I am defender. If you control 3 or more characters, defender characters don't prevent my expedition from moving forward. When play from reserve, if you control 2 or more permanents, up to 2 target characters each gain 2 boosts. Okay, interesting. So let's go ahead and see how this game played out. Let's go to the end game. It is going to be automatic this time. Oh, sorry, there we go. So yeah, 42 cards from Captain Cloverman and 43 from Sakurai G. So both players not having optimized decks. Let's see how... Ooh, tough choice for the first turn. So I'm guessing he's going to play the Sunisa right away, because that's basically what he needs in order to try to advance. Yes. So it is a defender. He doesn't move forward on the companion side. Let's see if he gets a better draw. You could say this is a better draw. Perhaps not going for the Mesakit. No, going right away for the Mesakit, because if he moves, that makes a double move forward, like I think he's going to do, he just plays it. He starts with the defense, already having two tokens right now. So even though he will the Amelia, no, not the Amelia, the Jeanne d'Arc will place tokens. I think Sakurai G has the advantage there. So already blocked on the hero side, and even move him second. So this is a good chance. Okay, goes ahead and goes for an all-out triple token this time on the companion side. So is able to do the double move. A little risky for my taste, going all out, just trying to roll all the way from the top, but let's see how he goes. So it's gonna be a 1 token on the hero and 2 tokens. Oh, so it's a double token, each on one side. Okay, so that's a 4. That is a little bit more interesting. Goes ahead and places 1 more on the hero and draws. Has some way to exhaust, gets rid of the Sunisa. plays the other unique, is able to play the Shen down to put 2 more tokens on the hero side, so the hero almost ensured not moving forward today. The Kakoba Legion Commander going all the way over there, and that places another token, so it is completely blocked today. He's going to lose a card, but I don't think he'll mind that at all. He's almost at the point, Sakuragi is almost at the point where he can do some damage. Still 1 card for Captain. Sakuragi did lose all of his cards. Yeah, I don't think the Jeanne d'Arc will be of use today either. So that is a 4 right away on each side. And we're 1 day away from this being a forward potential. Celestial Blast. Interesting having a Celestial Blast on the... So I don't think he should play anything else. Yeah, just pass. So interesting choice, having a Celestial Blast just for this type of situation. I think the Signet was actually... yeah. No, because he doesn't... So what does a Signet in this case do? I'm gonna see it. Oops, sorry. So just goes ahead and tries to push forward on one side. The probably going to get that one. Okay. So it's just blocked right now. Most likely going to be a move. Yeah, he knows he cannot do anything else. The Kakoba Legion Commander gets the 3 boosts. And just for good measure, just a bit more. So yeah, that is unfortunately game. He pushed, he risked it a lot, putting out that what's the that Ordis Carrier. He risked a lot putting out that Ordis Carrier, using up all his turn just to put that. Don't think the Ordis Carrier actually did much as well. Of course, he had the Celestial Blast, so kind of exactly the counter that that Captain needed. But what can you do? That is actually game. So that's how Captain moves forward with another win. So let's go ahead. Right now we have just to confirm, we have 6 players. Moving on step 4. World Gates has already secured his undefeated round. El Wee also has his undefeated. Culver, the other player with the undefeated, and Kimi Dog, the 6 players, sorry, the Vince, where's Vince? Vince is a little bit behind. Serem Dick did win his game, and he's also, okay, so this, Serem Dick, I didn't notice, he's also one of the undefeated players, and Vince the Troll is also, Troll? Vince the Troll. Vince the Troll is the other undefeated player, so good on them. They're moving forward. Still got 3 more rounds, I think, in order to try to secure their undefeated position. Just wanted to mention that. Okay, so we just do 70. Let's go to 83. So it's now off the flower or round 2. So Spartacus, once again, the featured player is not a winning player. So this is off the flower against AGT Spartacus. So I know Spartacus is a French player. So let's go ahead and check first his deck. So it's a French player against a US player once again. Spartacus did. Not sure what this means. But let's go ahead. We have an Ouroboros Trickster. Roll a die on a 4+. I gain 2 boosts. No 1/3. I gain 1 boost. That's from hand. And when ability, when I leave the expedition zone, if I have 2 or more. If I have 2 or more boosts, draw a card. Okay, interesting. I think I know where I can put the card. So this moves all the way over here. So yeah, I think where I can put the banner now. Sorry Sorry, guys. That one. Okay, so have not configured that yet. So let me just do something real quick. So, let's see. Previous organization. So let's see if this works. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that was first. The second one, roll a die on a 4+, I gain 2 boosts, on a 1/3 I gain 1 boost. When I leave the expedition zone, if I have 2 or more boosts, draw a card. This one, when I leave the expedition zone, if I have 2 or more boosts, draw a card. The same thing, but there's a reserve ability. The next character you play from your hand this turn activates its reserve abilities. Trickster, the final one, roll a die on a 4+, the same thing. When I leave the expedition zone, draw a card. So this one draws ensured it is ensured that you draw a card. The other ones you do need to give them 2 boosts. If the roll of the die is in your favor, you will not need to do anything else, but sometimes on some rolls you will need to. Let's go ahead and check out the flower right here. Before I do that, let me just go ahead and move you over here. There we go. So I should not have the banner blocking any cards right now. Let me just make sure. So this is the most left. Oh, this one's will be blocked. And I think this one will be blocked even with the... Okay, but I'll just try to read them. Okay, so we have the Muna Caregiver. If you control 2 or more boosted characters, up to 1 character... When play from reserve, if you control 2 or more boosted characters, up to 1 character with hand cost 3 or less other than me gains anchored. Play from anywhere, target character gains 1 boost. So kind of, if you already have a character out and you play her as a second character with Teja, the first one will be boosted. This one can boost a second character, even herself. And that should enable you to give anchor. A Sambushi, when a character you control gains 1 or more boosts. If you control 2 or more boosted characters, up to 1 target character with hand cost 3 or less other than me gains anchored. Okay, so basically if you are able to give boosts around, Isambushi can start a mass anchor. The Sang Wukong, when play from reserve, you may pay 1. If you do, I gain 2 boosts. When I gain 1 or more boosts, up to 1 target character with hand cost 3 or less other than me gains anchored. And reserve ability, up to 1 target character gains fleeting. So kind of jack of all trades. Let's go ahead and move to the end game. It is not going to be automatic. So let's go ahead and go to the end game now. Walk. Now it's going to be automatic. Making sure that it did make a move. There we go. Okay, just a 1-for-1 with different Kukos. The colorful Kuko in the rare versus the colorful Kuko in the common. So they're both getting boosts, but if you have 2 or more boosts. Okay, so this one ramps while this one just gains boost. So he is ramping right now, enabling the ramp, but given the anchored once again to the other on the other side, there moves up to 3. Physical training probably to the Kuko in order to be able to move forward and give 1 more boost on the other side, not moving forward but ramping. So once again a 1-for-1. No, he blocked completely. Sorry, it was just a move from Spartacus, and he's not overcharging his reserve, and he even ramped twice. Interesting use of the Kuko right there. So he doesn't send anything to me. Yeah, he did send mana. The Kuko once again facing the Sun Wukong once again. The Sun Wukong is going once again to give anchored, and that, but this time gains 2 boosts. So the helping hand, just to put it forward a little bit more, moving up to 4 most likely. No, still wants to see what goes through. Ascension and a sword to give it 1 more boost. Not able to get the anchor for himself, so this is the one that always draws. Yeah, he needed that second draw, that second boost in order to draw. So once again, an advance from Spartacus of the flower. Gale goes ahead and gets a double advance. They are drawn right now, but Spartacus has, I think, better cards in the hand right now, on reserve, so has a little bit more of options. There we go. So we go right away with the Spindle Harvester, the Parliament of Ashes, in order to avoid any further control. The Isunbushi, and the sword that's going to give the Isunbushi his boost. And no, he did not give it. Okay, any character gains a boost. Okay, so he gives it to the anchored character. That makes sense. The Quargan that's going to get 2 boosts. So if she's boosted, can give the boost once again to the Jin, for the Jin to move forward. The Ouroboros does not have the 2 boosts, so it's not going to give the. Gets rid of the Isunbushi because that's what the Quargan does. She already did her job, so puts her away. So he has his Dracena on the uses mana. So still no hunger, but Spartacus has opened lots of options. Now we have the Spindle Harvester. Once again, giving another use to this colorful Kuko, this time going up to the 3. The Dracena going on the hero side, nothing else from Spartacus, nothing else from of the flower. Of the flower is actually going to lose 1 card right now on reserve, most likely the Spindle. No, he gets rid of the Corgi. Interesting. And gets another Corgi. So if we have the hunger right now, unfortunately it's first play for of the flower. Quargan Operative, still the option of having the hunger right there. Now we know that hunger is out of the question. He's a Larian Skater just doing a scout. And the Corgi right there, nothing further is going to get anchored. Going to give the fleeting, going to go to the 9, so still not blocking, but right now with the Chiron, it is a double advance from Spartacus, and this is going to finish the game. So I know why he didn't play the Corgi. That's because of mainly because of the threat that the hunger represented of erasing the whole table. So kind of if you start with the Corgi, you are risking it. On the other hand, if you don't do it, if you don't play the Corgi first, what is the use? I mean, if he plays the hunger, you just lost lots of your win condition, because the Corgi is a win condition in this case for the Muna. So I think that was the main mistake that Of the Flower did, kind of protecting from hunger. I am an Axiom player myself, so I know how frustrating it is to play around the hunger, but I think that was the main issue that he had. Let's go now to 36. So this is Sisu. We have seen him before. I think last time with us as 0 Me 007. So I think what I am going to do actually next time, now looking for table number. Perhaps I'm going to look for, no, because I want to feature the player, not so much the table. So let's go ahead and see 0 Me. He has moved probably on the table, but look, let's go ahead and see his decks, because I think I featured this previously, unless it was on step 1, but I think I might have. So let's see. 0 Me. Where's 0 Me? Did he? No, he did not withdraw. That's 41. Heal 1 and 1. So maybe it was one of the ones up here. Let's go ahead and check his deck, and then we'll know for sure. So it is 0 Me right here, and Sisu right here. So let's go ahead and check Sisu, Linwei, and Mo. Linwei control set 4, Orioles Trooper. You may sacrifice a character if you do draw a card. That's play from hand. Play from anywhere up to 1 target character gains fleeting. Baba Yaga, you may sacrifice a character if you do draw a card. That is play from anywhere as well, and has the support ability. You may return a spell from your reserve to your hand. And finally, the Axiom Puppeteer. You may sacrifice a character or permanent if you do sabotage. That's play from anywhere, and also play from anywhere. If my expedition is behind, create an airlift token in target player's landmarks. There we go. Let's go ahead and check 0 Me right now. So that was Sisu. Let's go ahead and check 0 Me right now. This is a Sierra deck called Robots at Izmir Nurse. You may put a card from your hand in reserve. If you do, target character in reserve gains 3 boosts. That's play from hand. Play from reserve, you may sacrifice a permanent if you do resupply. Also from... Also play from reserve, you may sacrifice a permanent if you do create a brass bug token in my expedition. So if you have the sacrifice, and he does have the sacrifice, can be a lot of sacrificial things right there. Aphelia's Fog, you may immediately pass if you do resupply. Otherwise, each player resupplies. That's from reserve. And at dusk, you may discard a card from your reserve if you do create 2 airlift tokens in your landmark. Otherwise, create only 1. So that is the last one of the cards. I almost sure I have seen this deck before, but this game before, but let's go ahead and feature it again. This time from 0 Me's point of view, or was it Sisu? Did I make a mistake? It was 36, and 36 is Sisu. Yeah, from Sisu's point of view. Yeah, didn't make a mistake. Let's go to the end game right now. So locked. Okay, just probably a 1-for-1. Yeah, Going for a 1-for-1, a simple 1-for-1. Starting to prepare the scenario for having that brass bug at some point. Okay, getting rid of the Grems. Interesting. Okay, because he has a signaler, yeah, most likely going to have the signaler right there. Places a landmark. And draws. No more plays from Zero Me. Sisu goes ahead and plays the jellyfish. And just with the jellyfish moves forward. So yeah, we have seen this game before. Doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and keep on watching it. So he gets the landmark right now. The air token. Yeah, so right now he's going to play the nursery, and yes, I have seen this game before. Oh, well, not what I expected, but still, I'm almost sure I have seen this game before. Going to go for the boom. Gets rid of the jellyfish. The jellyfish will allow him to draw. That will be also getting rid of the signaler and moving forward. So almost ensured to get one expedition ahead. There we go. So Sisu just moves on the companion side. That is the main risk of playing something on the companion side. Either way, he was going to be sacrificed, so not much of a change right there. It's really the quarry. Interesting. Prefers to keep the Paju. So this one is going to sacrifice to get the brass bug. Target character? What? And you may put a card from your hand if you do. Target card. Oh, target character gains free boosts. Okay, now it is going to the other side and getting a brass bug on each side. So don't think I've seen this game then. I might have seen them on round 1, but not against each other. So he's able just barely to do the double move to go the 1-for-1, still one expedition ahead. Going to get rid of the quarry again? No, this time he gets rid of the Paju. He does have the option, he has 7, so he does have some options right now. Goes ahead and plays the just a token right now. Goes ahead and plays out the maw with a draw. In this case, sacrifices a character to draw, and that means 2 more tokens for the maw. A restocking station right away, another interesting option. Gets rid of the unique. So now the quarry comes right in. The quarry should have... Oh no, the quarry is not... Okay, so he's going to... That's a double move from Sisu. He's going to sacrifice right now the brass bug, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It's a 1-for-1, but I don't think that's going to be enough, actually. Okay, so with the quarry, he is able to... At noon, when you sacrifice a permanent, you may... Okay. So he just places the abandoned depot to draw 1. Because it's a 3, he's able to put a brass bug down. Once again with an after you. Puts an early token and another early token then. Once again with the sacrifice, this is played from anywhere, so it's going to sacrifice the jellyfish in order to draw and give 2 boosts to the maw. Trying to get something in reserve that can help him out. It is too expensive, so no dice there. Going to draw once again, but only has 1 mana left, so yeah, that's not going to be enough most likely. He is moving forward right now on the hero side, sacrifices just for good measure, draws once again, gives 2 more boosts on the companion side, and plays once again the nurse to sacrifice the Baba Yaga, gain 2 boosts, give 2 boosts on the other side, and that's all she wrote. It's going to be a single advance from Zero Me and double advance from Sisu. So Sisu actually moving past what the bare minimum that he needed, and that's how Sisu takes this game. So that was game number 4. Let's go ahead and move to game number 5. That is player 25. So that's Scipio 51 against Aurora Boreale. So let's go ahead, and this is going to be Scipio's point of view. And then we're going to have Aurora Boreale's point of view. There we go. So Aurora Boreale, both French players. In this case, we have a Sierra deck from Aurora. The Dredger Drone. Both abilities, when played from reserve, you may spend one of my boosts. If you do resupply, you may exhaust target card in reserve. And the support ability, the passive ability, choose one, I gain 1 boost up to a max of 3, or that is at noon, or you can exhaust it to gain 2 boosts instead. Also, we have the Marie Curie. When a character joins your expedition facing me, you may have target character other than me gain 1 boost. And play from hand, you may, if you control a token, target character in play or in reserve gains 1 boost. And finally, the Map Peng Hoarder. If you have 2 or more cards in reserve, draw a card. That is play from hand. And when played from reserve, you may sacrifice a permanent. If you do, create a Brasbuck 2/2 in target expedition. And since he has the Abandoned Depot and the Brasbuck Dropship, we know what the strategy for this year is going to be. On the other hand, let's go ahead and check Scipio out. So this is a Taja, a Koba Legion Commander. When played from anywhere, if you control 3 or more characters, target character in your other zone, the one I am not in, gains 2 boosts. Up to 1 target character with hand cost 3 or less other than me gains Anchored. That's also from reserve, play from anywhere, sorry. A second Koba Legion Commander. If you control 2 or more clans other than me, I gain 1 boost. Target character other than me gains Fleeting, Anchored, or Asleep. So kind of also play can be used on a festival deck. This is not the case, but can be used on a festival deck. And the final one, if you control 3 or more characters, up to 2 target characters each gain 2 boosts. And also play from anywhere, up to 1 target card with hand cost 3 or less other than me gains Anchor. So let's go ahead and check the end game. It is going to be automatic this time. Oops, forgot to lock there. Okay, so it seems it's going to be a double advance from... Yeah, because he uses on the Corgi. If he would have... Yeah, he gets a boost on just on the first character. So because of the Corgi, it's going to be a 1-for-1. Okay, interesting play. Gets rid of the Mana Druid because this is not going to be an Anchored right away. Or this is a Anchored... Yeah, perhaps should have played the Corgi first. But he can play the Corgi and still get some power up. Why are you doing it this way? Okay, because of the anchors, and then he's going to use the Ogun to give them both a boost. Still not enough to move forward, but at least it's a 1-for-1 with both of them, at least with 1 boost. The Spindle on the hero side is going to give a resupply right now. So once again, a Muna Caregiver this time going to the reserve. That's going to be a double Brasbuck probably on the companion side. Yeah, now goes ahead with the Corgi because he does have options in order to boost this Corgi. There we go. So the Dracena goes ahead right there since it's a 6, so it's a double advance from Scipio this time. going ahead and being 2 expeditions ahead. Perhaps he could have sacrificed in order to ensure the moving forward, but at least he gets rid of one of the spindles. Okay, gets rid of the bumblebee rather than the other spindle. I would have gotten rid of the spindle actually. So spindle goes right there with the anchor, threatening on both sides. The Macbin Hoarder right away to block it. And this time he does get rid of the permanent in order to get a Brassback out. So this time he goes on the companion side in order to get okay, so he has nothing else. He is already ahead, so doesn't need to try to push forward at any further. Could have made a double advance. That would have been, how much do you have? You have a 3. So no, he was just going to tie. He was prevented a move forward, but no, I think it was actually yes, a good idea just to hold it off just a bit. And gets a Talarian Skater on the reserve, so that is also a good option. Just for good measure, puts a spindle on the other side, so we now have an early token. Gets rid of the obviously going to get rid of the Axiom. What is this? The Foundry Armor. Sorry, the Kakoba. That's a 3 character, so he's going to get the boost and put a character to sleep on the other side. So that is a double move from CPO, and that's all he wrote because this is game from CPO right now. So something I am definitely not going to do next time is open up the the vertical because it's not helping at all. So there it goes. CPO wins the game. That was game number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still have time for 2 more games. So it's now moving to 67. So 67 is Cackle 74 against JDD Tavrar. Let's go ahead and check Tavrar. So it is Cackle is unfortunately the featured player is unfortunately not the winner this time, but let's see what he faced. So we have another team right now, JDD. I had not heard about the team. This is a team from the Netherlands against the French player. So let's go ahead and check. Actually, from just want to mention from the Elo, Cackle was the one called to expected to win, but actually it's Stavrar that actually took the game, so good on him right there. So this is an easy resupply. Junior Chef, if you control when play from reserve, if you control 2 or more landmarks, target character in play or in reserve gains 2 boosts. At noon, this is a Junior Chef that goes to the reserve, and at noon you can just give him 1 or exhaust him to give him 2. The Gian Overseer, I gain 1 boost for each card in your reserve. Interesting. So this is a common Nancy, 1 play from hand, and has the option to activate the arrow abilities of target permanent you control. And the Dredger Drone, 1 play from reserve, you may spend 1 counter from a card you control or in your reserve if you do resupply. And when play from hand, if you control 2 or more landmarks, target character in reserve gains 2 boosts. Okay. Also has the very same ability as a Junior Chef. And that's it for the uniques. Let's go ahead and check now Cackle. So Cackle is playing a Trace Havernook. Okay, so we have no uniques right here. We'll see exactly what he tries to do. Just a few cards from set 4. I think only 2 cards actually. Oh, 4. So we have the Restocking Station from set 4, the Airlit Reef from set 4, and the rest, and some Pajus. Yeah, I hadn't noticed the Pajus. So basically, this is a traditional deck with just a little support from set 4. Let's go ahead and go to the end game. It is going to be automatic this time. Go ahead and block it. There we go. There we go. So Let's see. Okay, so junior chef right away. Setup from Cackle, nothing to, and just for good measure, going to make sure that he moves on the companion side. Not sure why he exhausted that was not going to be boosted. Just no tokens this time. 1 for 1, still had options in order to try to do it from the top or the bottom if he needed. So the junior chef is going to accumulate his tokens right now. He's probably going to be a 2. Yeah, I thought as much. Now he gets the boost, so that's a 2-2-1 and gets another token boost. And okay, the signaler is just going to have one more option. Goes ahead and he knows he is winning on the companion side because there's no more game right now. But he's getting an early token, so that means that he's getting one more option for tomorrow. So 1 for 1 once again. There we go. And he gets rid of the early token to get a demolition expert. Okay, so he's going to get another possible option right now. And the junior chef. I think this is a turn of just junior chef and the demolition expert. Junior chef going to the companion. No, decides to get rid of a card, giving it the token anyway. So just the junior chef, most likely. Yeah, the junior chef going all out. He cannot, when he even decided not to use the permanence. He could have used a permanence, but restocking station. Okay, I don't think this is a good turn for Cackle. He could have at least tried to do something else. He decides to go just all out to have one more option. Not sure why he decided to go that way. Gets a token up. Is going to give... Okay, just to have one more use of the Dr. Frankenstein. Probably going to get rid of the Killing Elemental. Yeah, and yeah, he's going to keep both. Why did he lose it? Oh, because he got rid of the... Yeah, that's why. He got rid of the Armor Jammer. I forgot that he had used the Armor Jammer. But luckily, he does get in the reserve another Dr. Frankenstein in order to try to block there. Gets another card in reserve. So, not what he should have used, because the Reef is just going to get rid of that right away. Just goes on the other side with a 5, but it didn't threaten anything really. If you are already moving forward, why did you do that? Gives one more token. So why would you lose a card like that? The Paju, just give, yeah, the Paju, and just give yourself another option at the end of the day. So 1 for 1 once again. I think Cackle is overusing some cards. Let's see what he gets in the reserve. Going to get less because he really getting rid of the hooked rather than the frozen deliver. Okay, from reserve it's just going to be a 2. Going all out with the Killing Elemental on the hero side, the Dredger, and gives 2 tokens on the reserve. So restocking station, no. First is going to do a frozen delivery. Still has one more option. Don't think, yeah, he actually needs to have more cards in reserve. So just to have another resupply. Okay, so I think the best option he can do right now is just to erase one of the both. No. He's going to get another resupply? Really? Okay, yeah, he's going to get another resupply. He could have hooked one of them to the other side to get a draw, but he decided just to lose a card, most likely going to be the Reef. Yeah, the Reef and the restocking station, just giving his cards one more use before going away. Okay, so basically he is burning through his hooks. The hooks for Cackle have done nothing this turn. All out on the Amelia? No, all out on the... Gets a third one. Okay, going to get rid most likely of one of his. Okay, I thought Trevor was going to get a brass, but no, he decides to take away one of the havens, but no, decides to go on the other side. Gets rid of another one, just puts it right back in. Token right now, so no more plays from Trevor. He is winning on the hero, on the companion side. I don't think Cackle will play anything else. No, he didn't need to play anything else. There was no way he was winning on the companion side. Gets another airlet in, gets rid of a few cards. Not what you want. Could be interesting in reserve, but not when you have no airlets left. So the Givel goes away. An airlet, okay, one airlet. Frozen delivery for one. Okay, yes, this is exactly what you want to do in order to win the game. Puts down the best option right now is the Dr. Frankenstein indeed, with that 4 just for 2. Don't think that was a good way to go. Actually, I would have played first. Oh, because he gets a resupply, right? You may sacrifice a permanent to create an early token, and since he sacrificed an early token, gets another card down, and this is going to be turn. Moves into the other side, but yeah, Tovar is he really not using the giant. I would have thought he was going to use a giant just to have lots of boosts on both sides, but no, he decides to go a different route. He does have the Anansi, and that is game. With one left, Cackle didn't have anything left to do, so that's just a double advance from Tovar. And that's how he won the game. I would have actually used the Lucan. He decided not to, and also left it there until the end for his opponent to see. So let's go ahead and go to the last game. That is number 60. That is player 65. That's going to be the Elf Pepper against New. So this is New is a Brazilian player. The table was abandoned, so let's see how much they were able to play. So that means that Elf Pepper did not have time to finish his game. Let's go ahead and check their decks out anyway. There we go. So New playing Akesha with After You. Cather sorry, from hand, draw a card, play from anywhere. If you may put a card from your hand in reserve. If you do, up to one character gains fleeting. And when you may play him from reserve, the support ability, you may return a card from your reserve to your hand. The Carigirian Alchemist, when play from hand, you may discard target permanent. When play from anywhere, you may pay 1 if you do draw a card. Kind of expensive for what he does, but not bad either. Sea Nymph, if I am facing an expedition in water, create 2 mana moth illusions in target expedition. And the support ability, that's from hand. From reserve, doesn't have anything except the support ability that you may return a spell from your reserve to your hand. There we go. Now let's go ahead and check out the Elf Pepper. This is a player from Italy. Aggiornamento, no uniques from what I see, so kind of a nuke deck, probably trying to try things out. Let's go ahead and go to the end game. It is not going to be automatic. I think it's not going to be an optimized deck from the Elf Pepper. Indeed, it is not. For 3 cards, but it is not nonetheless. So let's go to the end game. Let's block this and see how much of the game they actually were able to play. The Baba Yaga blocked, but he can use the Chiron on the other side. Give a boost to him. Why would you? Oh, because he doesn't. Even if he gave both boosts, he was not going to block. He just gave a boost to himself because it's a double advance from the Elf Pepper and ramping with the Jin. Also, we have just 1 card in reserve, not what you want from an Occlute, but we have a very interesting play nonetheless right now. Perhaps he will play the Occlute. No, decides just to go for himself, going to give him the 3 boosts. Not wanting to risk it from the reserve, also going to play the Ratatoskr for good measure. The Magical Training to have more cards in reserve. No more plays from the Elf Pepper. Just 1 card in reserve, but the Ratatoskr is now coming from the reserve, and that's actually the best thing that you want from him. New right now, probably just going to bring it over. Yeah, that is actually one of the best things you can do. The Starfish, so no sabotage it seems. Places the Alchemist on the companion side. Gets rid of the permanent. He just goes ahead and decides to block. I don't know why he would use the After You. There was nothing else to be done. This is the common Occlute, so that means that it doesn't block cards right away. Only when coming from reserve. Yeah, the Mess is not going to do anything for him right now. Another Haven, the common one at that. So right now he does get a boost. He's going probably to gain another boost from Bazira in order to block both cards from reserve. Ooh, a very good block right there with the what's it called? The Easy Talk. So still ahead. Still Elf Pepper is still ahead, but New is starting to block with his options right now. Gets rid of the Magical Training. No mana from the Elf Pepper. That means that we are drawn. Gets rid of the Ratatoskr. The Haven. Yeah, it was the best option. Go on the other side. Yeah. So the Easy Talk not being able to use right now, gets rid of it in order to draw a card, and places a Sea Nymph, able to do the double move forward, place himself ahead by 1. But the Elf Pepper has very good cards in reserve. Both can be boosted by now. He also gets rid of 2 cards. But the uniques that are in reserve are also very good. He can get rid of the Haven, if I'm not mistaken. So right now, the most logical option is just to have the trainee go as much as it can. The Haven trainee gets rid of the other card in reserve, but he still has an option to try to block on the companion side with that Tracer. No more play from him. Goes ahead and places a Baba Yaga on the companion side in order to move forward. So right now, New is on match point, and Elf Pepper is going to have to play with whatever he has on hand. No, I don't think this is a good turn for a Hunger, even if he gets it. And this is actually very bad draw for Elf Pepper. There's really nothing else he can do right now. Returns the Baba Yaga to hand. Sends an After You. So just a 1, and then that's when the tournament reaches its end. But based on what Elf Pepper had, he was already lost. There was nothing Elf Pepper could have done right now with what he had on hand in order to try to block both sides. So he was just going to play this. The Baba Yaga was able to win on the companion side, and that was actually already it. So with this, guys, we come to the end of the stream for today. Thank you very much, all those who joined. I will not be doing the duel for right now unless there's a way for OBS to allow me to do it, but I don't think OBS will be helping me in the near future. So for now, guys, that'll be all. Thank you very much for being here, and I hope to see you again on Monday, that we should be able to look at round 4. That'll be episode 5, doing round 4. Now we'll have the list once again, eliminating all players that did not have not played. And I may do it in a table manner, but I want to feature players, like I said. So that'll be all, guys.